Okay, it's here. We're here. This is the moon in Virgo. This is the Aries sun. This is what this astro download looks like. Full out war. Full out war. Burp right off the rip. What am I talking about? It's full out war, but it's time for you to master and notice, what are you mastering? Analyze, what are you mastering? In the moon in Aries, new moon in Aries, you got a new superpower. Okay, I'm going to share a couple of minds that I've noticed that plays into what's being practiced and mastered. I was cutting my hair the other day and I was able to see micro definitions. I had like bug eyes and I was able to zoom in to a way where it actually hurt my eyes because I wasn't so used to looking so intensely at something like Virgo, analyzing something so intensely. But the point behind it is I literally was able to zoom in. Okay, my hearing. I'm able to hear now. Oh shit, let me cross the street. I'm able to hear my clear audience ability, right? So sounds that are not actually there or even in this particular dimension. My social friends, Virgo's a social sign. My social collective friends, not collective, but my social friends who I see or deal with on the day-to-day are able to, even if not in the same place as me, same country, able to help me analyze, hear through the earth type sounds, okay? Starting in Taurus, which is touch, smell, sight, taste, etc., right? But Virgo, we begin to master the sight. I told you one, I was zooming in. The sound, clear audience is one of them, but also just sounds have been completely amplified. Taste, you'll be able to taste things way more effectively. This is all our war. What this looks like is, we have to understand, wow, disculpa. Almost knocked that guy off his thing. What we have to really accept and realize is that Virgo is able to analyze on Earth what is happening from the realm of spirit, Pisces, okay? It's other side, it's yin to its yang, or it's yang to its yin, whatever is feminine or masculine, which they both are feminine. My point is, you are now beginning to practice what these new abilities, what these new skills look like for a very specific reason. We are in Aries season, which means war, okay? It means war. It means that you will be attacked. You will be tested in this attack, and you will be tested by your friends or even who are people socially you're involved with. It could have been friends who are no longer friends that you had to use your Virgo senses and abilities to analyze the very small, minute details. I say small, minute details where I recognize that one of my spirit attacks were coming in the form of a mosquito, because I've been recognizing, oh shit, with Venus and with Mars in Aquarius, this is attack type assertion energy, Aquarius, these are social cliques versus social cliques. You will start to notice who is your unique tribe. You will start to notice that who you thought was your unique tribe through the Virgo analyzation way before it actually got here, maybe not way before, but definitely on this Virgo moon transit, you're able to very clearly see and analyze the little small details, and you're able to add up what are the red flags. You're able to add up what are the ways that people have been using your ability to serve their own to serve their own personal agenda. Aries season, personal, Mercury in Aries, Sun in Aries. This is selfish, their own selfish agendas, their own selfish reasons. At this point now, you see that selfish behavior, and you have the ability to practice this socially with your friends. This is the piece that always says the word guild wars. This is guild wars. This is your clique versus the clique. This is clique separating and deciding who is their clique. With Aquarius energy being opposite of Leo, starting around 17 to like 19, 20 years old. Aquarius is the elder in this. On the opposite side, I don't even know, maybe like 65 to 88 years old or something like that. You're able to now, you're revisiting what social cliques in high school look like, okay? After that moon in Leo just passed, these are social cliques in high school. What did you recognize that you now with Virgo moon can analyze about those social cliques? Who resonated with you, who didn't? Right about now is a time frame where you're recognizing when your systems fail, who are the people still standing, or who are the people who have found their way to gain their services or play victim with another clique, with another group, because they realize they either have or do not have you on their side. In this time frame, you are now checking in with your supernatural abilities. You're still a human, so they're supernatural. They're not necessarily superpowers. I'm not flying, okay? But I can levitate. This is supernatural. I can levitate my spirit. My spirit can levitate and astral project. I have to really say this because this is a time frame where there are a tremendous amount of invisible attacks, okay? Hidden enemies, backdoor enemies. Because the shadow element of the moon being the shadow, the private life, the shadow element of Virgo is now going to be what? Pisces. This is hidden karma, finding its forms of retribution through sacrificing and surrendering to what are those new abilities and who is your new identity, who is your new character role, Aries. How are you being able to more instinctually analyze without having to think? You are not thinking about what's happening anymore. I need you to rely on what the instinct is, which means your first initial response. If your first initial response is, I don't like that motherfucker, then you don't like that motherfucker. Stop trying to analyze beyond the initial because you have too many more smaller little side quests and side battles that are happening right now in this spiritual warfare, okay? In this spiritual warfare, which is the war on your personal spirit. You are being honest to God, okay? Honest and Aries, honestly attacked without shame, without regret. And some of it's coming from spite, hate, and lower levels, okay, of the petty Virgo and petty Aries energy. Aries and Virgos are very petty type energies. Very nitpicky on the Virgo side, and moving into neuroticism, but very innocent in its pettiness on the Aries side. So people you have to understand, they still aren't always intentionally attacking you. Some people just have hurt feelings and that energy, and they're so collectives of friends who are seeing that their baby, Aries, is being attacked. They are now having your social friends, people you deal with on a day-to-day, each and every day, talking to each and every, they are now pulling up and fighting for you. All right, I have many instances where I'm fighting for people across seas. I have instances where I'm watching other people have their people fighting for them across countries, states. There's no boundaries to any of this, and boundaries are being tested. But the test in this exact moment is, can you use your instinct to rapidly analyze the smallest minute details, like when a crystal has been given and given to you with an energetic exchange of, when this person switches in this social war, when they change or trade sides because they discovered through analyzation what my role, what my purpose is, these are the moments that these crystals will activate. Bury that bitch. Bury that bitch. The longer you wait before you bury a crystal that has very clearly shown you, oh, I'm not yours anymore, I've switched sides. This is spy type energy, okay? I had a quiz one time where I did like for astrology and tests and like crosswords, puzzles and shit like that. And Virgo, among others, was one of the spies. I said, who's most likely to be a spy? Libra, Virgo, Taurus, Scorpio, whatever. And Virgo was one of them, okay? Because Virgo sees every single small, minute detail, which means that it knows all of your patterns, your systems, better than you do. When somebody who has a lot of Virgo energy is observing something, they see things that you don't see. They see each and every small, minute detail. Right now, your instinct is the guide to what those small, minute details are, and when you need to go ahead and make sure that you fucking knock these motherfuckers out. You have to understand as well that you're going to have friends who are dealing with a day-to-day who are not as spiritually advanced or trained as you. And when you recognize that, you have to stand up for them. Aries will stand up for the bullies. You have to stand up for them. Virgo will want to serve even if it doesn't know how to serve, even if it's just folding your clothes or whatever. Right now is a time where those lower level energies, aka wasting your sexual energy, I do not recommend it. If you are actively sexual in any of your environments or with any people, I recommend that you save and conserve that energy right now, especially for males, because your testosterone is blocking you from psychic attacks. And for females, you're probably the ones who are looking to take some of that energy from males, because that's how you're going to gain some of your power, even if it's finite and not going to last forever. This is one of the ways where whatever you give a woman, she will expand. This is a very serious transit. I need you to understand that this is Guild Wars. Everybody is in the process of really taking very assertive action on choosing your side. Some people are choosing their side because they are left without any other options and they realize, oh shit, is getting real. Burn your fucking candles. Understand that the colors behind the candles have certain intentions. Understand that when you're burning your charcoal or your copal at home or your sage or your fucking Palo Santo, understand you have to put attention behind it. When you're having sex in these moments right now or you're doing something service-based, make sure that you understand the manifestation and the intention behind the energy that you do when you give and you serve to others. This is legitimately very dramatic and fucking petty-ass energy. and I need you to knock these motherfuckers out.